Have you ever looked up at the stars and dreamed of seeing our planet from above? That dream, once reserved for a handful of astronauts, is rapidly becoming a reality for civilians. Welcome to the dawn of a new era, the age of space tourism. For decades, space was the final frontier, accessible only to government-funded agencies and highly trained professionals. But now, pioneering private companies are breaking down those barriers, opening up the cosmos for everyday people. We're not just talking about billionaires anymore. We're talking about a future where you, your friends, and your family could embark on the adventure of a lifetime. So, what does a trip to space actually look like for a tourist? Right now, there are two main options on the table: suborbital and orbital travel. Let's start with suborbital flights. Think of these as the ultimate thrill ride. Companies like Virgin Galactic and Blue Origin have developed reusable spacecraft designed to take passengers to the edge of space. You'll board a sleek, futuristic vehicle, and after a powerful ascent, you'll cross the Kármán line, the internationally recognized boundary of space, about 100 kilometers or 62 miles up. For a few breathtaking minutes, you'll experience true weightlessness. Imagine floating freely inside the cabin, doing somersaults with Earth as your backdrop. You'll gaze out the window at the mesmerizing curvature of our planet, a vibrant blue marble set against the infinite blackness of space. It's a phenomenon known as the overview effect, a profound shift in perspective that astronauts have described as life-changing. After those few minutes of pure awe, you'll glide back down for a smooth landing, forever changed by what you've witnessed. These flights are relatively short, lasting about 90 minutes from takeoff to touchdown, making them the perfect introduction to space travel. But what if you want more than just a taste? What if you want to live in space? That's where orbital travel comes in. This is the real deal, the kind of journey astronauts on the International Space Station, or ISS, experience. Instead of just popping up and coming back down, orbital travel means achieving a speed of over 17,000 miles per hour to enter a stable orbit around the Earth. Companies like SpaceX, with their Dragon capsule, are already taking private citizens on multi-day missions. These aren't just joyrides, they are immersive experiences. Passengers orbit the Earth every 90 minutes, witnessing 16 sunrises and sunsets each day. They live and work in zero gravity, conduct experiments, and experience what it's truly like to be an astronaut. The destinations are also getting more ambitious. We're talking about private space stations designed specifically for tourism. Imagine a luxury hotel in orbit, complete with observation decks, fine dining, and even recreational activities like a space gym. Axiom Space is one of the frontrunners here, developing commercial modules that will first attach to the ISS and eventually become a free-flying private station. This isn't just science fiction. These orbital habitats will serve as hubs for research, manufacturing, and, of course, tourism. A vacation could soon mean spending a week in a floating hotel, watching continents drift by beneath you. Of course, a ticket to space doesn't come cheap, yet. Currently, a suborbital flight can cost hundreds of thousands of dollars, while an orbital trip runs into the tens of millions. But remember, the early days of aviation were exactly the same. Air travel was once a luxury reserved for the ultra-wealthy. Over time, as technology advanced and competition increased, prices dropped dramatically. The same trajectory is expected for space tourism. Reusability is the key. Companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin are mastering the art of launching and landing rockets, drastically cutting the cost of each mission. Think of it like this. If you had to throw away an entire airplane after just one flight, a plane ticket would cost a fortune. By reusing rockets, we're making space travel more sustainable and eventually, more affordable. Experts predict that within the next couple of decades, the price of a suborbital flight could drop to the cost of a luxury car or even a first-class international flight. The future of space tourism isn't just about joyrides. It's about pushing the boundaries of human experience and exploration. As these technologies mature, we'll see entirely new possibilities emerge. Imagine point-to-point travel on Earth via space. A rocket could launch you from New York and land you in Tokyo in under an hour. It sounds incredible, but companies are actively developing the technology to make this happen. This would revolutionize global travel, connecting the world in ways we can barely comprehend today. And what about beyond Earth's orbit? The Moon is the next logical step. NASA's Artemis program aims to return humans to the lunar surface, and they're partnering with private companies to do it. A Japanese billionaire has already booked a trip to fly around the Moon aboard SpaceX's Starship. It's only a matter of time before lunar bases are established, and lunar tourism becomes a real industry. Imagine walking on the Moon, looking back at a tiny, distant Earth hanging in the black sky. Further out, Mars beckons. Elon Musk's ultimate vision for SpaceX is to make humanity a multi-planetary species by establishing a self-sustaining colony on the Red Planet. While a vacation to Mars is still a long way off, the orbital and lunar tourism we're developing today are the crucial stepping stones that will pave the way. Each private flight, each new space station builds the infrastructure and experience needed for these grander ambitions. But with great opportunity comes great responsibility. The rise of space tourism raises important questions about safety, regulation, and environmental impact. How do we ensure every passenger is safe? The industry is developing rigorous training protocols and safety standards, but space will always carry inherent risks. International bodies and national governments are working to create a clear legal framework for commercial space activities, covering everything from liability to traffic management in orbit. There's also the environmental concern. Rocket launches do release greenhouse gases and other particulates into the atmosphere. However, the industry is innovating here as well. Blue Origin's rockets, for example, are powered by liquid hydrogen and oxygen, with the only major byproduct being water vapor. As the industry scales, a focus on cleaner propellants and more efficient launch systems will be absolutely critical to ensure that our journey to the stars doesn't come at the expense of our home planet. Space tourism is more than just a new industry. It's a catalyst for innovation, inspiration, and a shared human dream. It inspires a new generation of scientists, engineers, and explorers. The technological advancements created for tourism, like life support systems and advanced materials, have applications that can benefit us all right here on Earth. Most importantly, it offers us a new perspective. The overview effect, the feeling of seeing Earth as a fragile, borderless whole, has the power to unite us. When you see our planet from space, national boundaries disappear. You see one world, one ecosystem, one human family. As more people experience this, it could foster a greater sense of global responsibility and a deeper commitment to protecting our home. The journey has just begun. What we're seeing now are the first bold steps into a future where space is for everyone. It's a future filled with wonder, adventure, and limitless possibility. The stars are no longer just points of light in the night sky. They are destinations, and soon, you might be booking your ticket. Thanks for joining me on this incredible journey into the future of space travel. What do you think? Would you take a trip to space? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and want to explore more of the future with us, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content. Until next time, keep looking up.